Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another brand new episode of the chart smashing top global business and free game giving Behind the Baller podcast. Brought to you in 8K high Doge definition sound. Produced by none other than the greatest duo since Hall & Oates. Yes, the world famous Dust Brothers. I am your host, Ben Baller, not Ben Humble. Also known as the Korean John Cusack, aka the Korean Fleece Johnson, aka the Wash Lord of all lords. What is good, BTB Army? This is the weekend wrap up. Yo, Ethereum has hit $3,000, you fucks. Okay? But yo, I want to talk about this motherfucking PML Quickstrike. And we also have a lot of fan questions. And yo, check it out. Hold on. Listen, please. Please listen to the end of this show. Why? There is a huge surprise only for the BTB listeners. Okay? No joke. There is a chance for you guys to cop something that y'all might have missed out on because it's sold out so fast. Okay? So yo, listen, guys, let's get this show started. All right, so before we talk about how I wanted all the smoke this past weekend, okay? I gotta say, look, I'm all about artistic films and film noir and shit. And for those of you who forgot, I did get my degree in cinematography. So don't come to me with some bullshit and some motherfucking try to, what about this? What about that? Shut the fuck up. Don't come with some ghetto movie shit, okay? Because I'll shut your shit down real fast. And with some deep film jargon, okay? But yo, I'm gonna come all the way clean. Nomadland was not it. That shit was trash, okay? That shit was drier than deceased coochie. Fuck out of here, all right? I tried to watch that bitch 3 times, okay? And for the life of me, even with the help of some brand new, fresh Jonas B, I couldn't get past an hour of that motherfucking show, okay? Or that movie. I mean, look, some things just aren't for me, and that's okay. I don't know how I won Best Fucking Picture and Best Director, but the Sound of Metal is all the way the shit, okay? That movie right there should have won, okay? That shit fucked me up. But because of all this fucking fake-ass politically correct shit, it's always, the fucking politically correct shit always fucks everything up. You know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of all this PC shit for real. Like, let shit be, okay? If motherfucking the Lakers win 75 times, too fucking bad. If 15 black singers win the best, then you know what? Too fucking bad. Step your fucking game up, okay? Nobody can stay on top forever. Look at Serena Williams. Yeah, she was the baddest. You know what? Tiger Woods. Just saying. You know? Like, I'm just sick of the PC shit, all right? Speaking of staying on top. Now we get into the shit, okay? On Saturday morning, I was catching all fades. I said, I'm catching all fades. Who want to see me, right? Period. Anytime I get ready for a quick strike, like I just can't sleep the night before. I get all jittery and anxious and shit. And you know, like, I'm going to keep it 100. Like, you know, it could be some shit. Meaning, like, you know, I got a wife and kids, you know, so I do try to drive a little different, you know, but when you got 20,000 hours, 20,000 plus hours behind a fast car without incident, meaning I've no accident, knock on wood, and all that shit, I'm not really a superstitious person, right? But look, you know, if shit goes down, it's not going to be because of you. Well, me in that case, okay? So it don't matter how safe you are. When it's your time, it is your time. All right? And I remember I heard this joke by Robin Harris. He was like, yo, man, nah, man, don't even trip, man. You know, you scared of going on planes, man. You know, don't even trip. You gonna die when it's your time. And then Robin Harris said, well, what if it's the pilot's time? Look, man, all I'm saying is, I was on motorcycles. I know what it's like to be a fool. And on a motorcycle, it's never if you're going to crash. Understand that if you ride a motorcycle, it's when you're going to crash. And it might not even be your fault. Most of the time, it's not. Okay? Most people who ride motorcycles for a long time are much better drivers. Okay? So anyways, respect the power of your vehicle. All right? Or it will show you how to respect it. Okay. I've had many death wishes, right? And in my life, I've just done stupid ass shit. Right now, I am so grateful to be here. So when I see these young ass cats and these fast ass GTRs, and by the way, Dan Rue, fuck you, Dancing Dan. I know you got 1,500 horsepower real. That sheepy fucking power. What the fuck your whole shit? I don't Hennessy, whatever the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck. All right? The Japanese shit. I don't give a fuck. But all these young dudes and their fucking Vipers and Vets and fucking M cars and even Ferraris and Lambos, they all want smoke. And I give it to them, right? I was smoking motherfuckers like a fat ass joint, okay? So let me say this. We've been doing quick strikes for 8+ years now, okay? And this past weekend was by far the craziest turnout I have ever fucking seen. I mean, there were hundreds at the pre-meet. There's never hundreds at a pre-meet. In fact, my original pre-meet was only for 10 people, okay? But then we got downtown. We got to downtown LA 50 minutes before the meetup time, okay? We're supposed to be there for a fucking hour. I almost shit in my pants, okay? I got goosebumps talking about this right now, and I'm not playing with you, no kizzy, all right? There were exotic cars lined up and parked literally 3 full downtown blocks away from the startup point. I'm talking about a 7-10 minute walk. There might have been 1,000+ exotic, over 1,000 exotic / luxury cars. No, better yet, there was over 1,000 cars that were over $100,000. Okay. Most of those cars, though, a high majority of them were over 200,000. Okay. It was fucking insane. And yes, the cause for this event was for Stop Asian Hate. But I'm going to keep it 100% funky. All right. Fools have been cooped up inside their homes, been dying to go out and be on their worst behavior. So I knew shit was going down. Okay. I knew shit was about to get ugly when my IG stories all last week were getting 250,000 views a day in 24 hours. Okay. Because my shit usually be getting like 90 to 120. Okay. Unless I post some crazy shit or if I get in beef with somebody. All right. For the first time, very first time in car event or quick strike history, I had a co-pilot. All right. He's actually a famous car photographer who also runs a car enthusiast page. The page is called Keys to the Jungle on Instagram, right? He's only like about 5'2", and he weighs under 90 pounds. He weighs under 90 pounds while he's carrying Kaya. Okay. He's never carried Kaya, by the way. I'm just saying. Okay. He wasn't a lot of weight to worry about. So I'm just saying he was good having him. Plus, it was nice having a co-pilot who's not scared. I mean, I could tell, we got a little frisky. We caught air on the fucking freeway, and I'm sure he almost shit. But, he's holding the camera. He's holding we have a GoPro recording me. We're fucking, he's recording on 2 different phones. I mean, look, Mike Keys, you are a fucking G. I really appreciate you fucking holding it down. But yo, fools pulled up in big boy toys, okay? Yo, cats pulled out the big guns for real, all right? At least 6 cars had values of over $3 million, okay? From Koenigseggs to Pagani's, and then my boy Coco, bro, he pulled up in the McLaren Sabre, which is stupid rare. It's like a Senna on steroids, and the Senna is already on steroids. All right. They only made 15 Sabres in the world. All right. It's probably about $4.5 million for the spec that my boy Coco has. And by the way, my boy Ben, aka Coco, is Korean. So you already know he's repping with me. Tough. That motherfucker got cars like out the ass. He got a Devo. He's got Chiron, LaFerrari 918. Fucking, he's got everything. Period. Okay. But yeah. I know a lot of people are concerned, whatever. Everyone had on masks, okay? The only thing is social distancing wasn't something I saw a lot of. But you know what? I'm vaccinated. And I will say this. A lot of people did try to practice safety. And a lot of people were, on their own shit, So, what I'm seeing a lot of lately at car events and in the car community is girl drivers, okay, ladies. And you know what? I'm here for it. You heard that correctly. The Korean Liam Neeson said, I'm here for girl drivers at these events. I used to low-key hate and talk my shit on them, but you know what? Then I met this girl named Amber, all right, Amber Blonigan. She used to have her own car shop called GI Automotive, and she is a bad bitch. Not only is she a mom, not only is she beautiful, she can drive her ass off. Now, I'm not going to talk about the incidents that we've done when we've driven because, you know what? Police will get involved, okay? And then there's my girl, Amy, a.k.a. Petro Girl. And she's always been down. She's like a staple in the car community. She's been super deep in the car game, like forever, okay? But now, ladies and gents, there is a new rookie of the year in the female space of the car community. And this girl, her name is Gigi. I can't pronounce her last name. I think her name is Gigi Papadelli. Now I'm fucking with you. That's a pasta, right? It's Pava something it's Pava something or something. Listen, let me tell you, Gigi can drive her ass off, okay? And she's only 19 years old, right? And she's a fucking girl, right? She's not a tomboy trying to sag jeans and shit and be all that shit. She's cute as hell. She pulled up in her 720S, like full exhaust. She had a roof scoop, carbon, like fucking had, kit. Like her shit was fucking nicer than my 720. Her shit was lit, right? She was shifting gears like a motherfucking madman, or mad woman, sorry. Swiss cheesing through traffic with all the big boys. She even gave my boy DJ Mustard a hard time. She whooped DJ Mustard's ass. By the way, shout out to DJ Mustard for pulling up, man. That's my dog. Yes. That DJ Mustard. There's only one DJ Mustard, okay? Mustard on the beat, ho.
Mustard on that beat, ho.
My boy Sung Kang, he pulled up and hosted as well. And, I meant to say this earlier in another episode, like a few episodes ago, but Sung is going to be a Jedi. He told me early. I didn't know if I could tell the world. I didn't see it on the news yet, but he announced it somewhere. But look, that's a huge thing. By the way, tomorrow is May the 4th, right? Am I tripping? Yes, tomorrow is the May the 4th. So look, the first Korean, actually the first Asian Jedi ever. Like, this is fucking huge. So Sung, if you're listening, congrats, bro. But yeah, Sung is he's Han from Fast and the Furious. And I already told you that we met up randomly. It's crazy after so many years of not meeting up, but we got so many mutual friends. And he pulled up in his Grand National, and the entire PML posse showed up. Of course, there was, all the usual suspects, my boy Wires Only, Jay Bell, all these motherfuckers. Look, we leave there. I knew it was going to be a shit show. So I'm trying to take order and stuff and everything else. And Rob is busy, whatever else. And by the way, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you right now. Rob Wang, RW Platinum, like, you know what I'm saying? He started the event. This is whatever, boom, I'm going to give it to you. But like, I'm going to have some words with Rob. Like, Rob need to get, like, man, like, I'm going to keep it 1,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to get in because he's fam. And I mean, like, 25 years deep fam. But like, Rob, man, bruh. Anyways, I try to take control and let motherfuckers know because we've been doing this for a long time, so I'm trying to get people out and trying to get this shit so we can, move expeditiously out of this motherfucking lot that had fucking cars galore, okay? So it takes forever. We're fucking stuck. And usually, like I said, I have fucking ulcerative colitis. And, I don't want to sit in the car and have stomach aches and shit and have issues and have to pull over and my keys, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, that's why I don't really want to have co-pilots and shit just in case, But I prepped for this. I'm ready to go. So we're sitting in badass traffic. I'm starting to get antsy, man. I got fucking a gang of cars in front of me, gang of cars behind me. Motherfuckers are taking the route. They don't know what the fuck's going on. So we get on the freeway on-ramp, and the on-ramp is like right there at Santa Fe in downtown LA. If you know where the interchange is, where the 5 and the 60 and all that shit. The 60 entrance is right there. And I go into fucking I'm like, fuck this. We're going to Hingwa Lee. And bro, I went into Doge mode. All right. I went straight up I went Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon mode, okay? I acted like I was in a motherfucking rocket and my last name was Musk. I went straight to Doge mode, all right? Insane. Super fast out the gates. Senna, KTown Destroyer, a.k.a. Black Mamba. I was like, fuck this. There was a 458 who was like, 458 is a great car, live and everything, but that motherfucker is slow, period, okay? There's M5s that could serve that motherfucker up. I had one, trust me. But there are some McLaren, I think like a 570 or 6, I don't know, whatever it was. There was a GTRs. There were some other cars. People were trying to follow me, you know what I'm saying? Gigi was behind me and she was rocking for a little bit. But there was a GT2RS and an SVJ with Bowden plates. Both the motherfuckers had Bowden plates and they got to jump on me. So you already know I was coming for that ass, all right? And I'm not going to mention the speeds that we hit because the LAPD, the CHP, the DA, and CARB are all on my shit right now. I just talked to Sung about this shit, actually, man. He was telling me, like, they ain't fucking around. And, man, he's got a good relationship with the cops and shit. My boy Dan talks to the cops. He's telling me straight up, like, what's going on and everything. And they just want to give a motherfucker like me some trouble, But, understand this. None of my cars are garage queens. Never. So you see me pushing them bitches like I'm being chased by the 5-0, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, and my boy Coco was right behind me doing stupid speeds in his fucking Sabre. Like, I'm sitting here thinking like, this Shibaseki motherfucker is keeping up on me. First of all, the car's faster than mine, but it's $4.5 million, bro, okay? That's about almost the price of my crib. Like, and that's the price of a lot of nice homes, okay? In a car, and he's just chilling. This motherfucker's wearing Hermes socks. Hermes socks, bro. Like, really, Ben? I should whoop your ass if you... Jesus Christ. He's wearing an Hermes tee, Hermes vest, Hermes shorts, and Hermes shoes. No, my bad. He was wearing fucking Nikes, but he was wearing like some off. His whole outfit was like 20 bands, okay? But he had no watch on. It's fucking hilarious, right? But we was smoking fool. Me and him was like on we were on our shit. All right? We would like literally... Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis on some clown shit. We was smoking fools like a new prisoner in county jail without commissary, okay? Pushing it. Now, I don't know if this is if this is incriminating, but fuck it. Let me tell you something. It takes about an hour to get to Hingwa Lee from downtown LA, okay? All right? Do you guys hear me? I'm telling you straight up. It takes about 50. And it could take, on some bad days, it could take over an hour, okay? With no traffic, it's going to take you about 35, 40 minutes. We got there in 11 minutes, okay? All right? So, when we got there, I couldn't fucking believe now a whole nother shit show. There was fucking another 500 cars there. So now we got 1,500 motherfucking cars showing up to this little lot, and it was just fucking nutso, all right? Got to say what's up to my boy David Lee. He owns Hingwa Lee. It's his dad, his plaza, and he's a real estate mogul. He's one of the largest Ferrari collectors in the world. He's helped me out with a bunch of watches and everything, but it was a shit show there, okay? There was all this Chinese news and press. There was media news there to document the Stop Asian Hate rally, and I left before all that shit went down, right? There's a McDonald's next door, and I was about to go over there. And then there's also a really good bubble tea spot, like literally just like a 1-minute walk away. And then there's a Chinese restaurant there, and this lady came up to me. She's like, I'll feed your family, I'll feed you and everything else. Our place is famous, it's cool. By the way, I don't know who she is. Super nice lady. If I'm ever in Walnut ever again, which won't be anytime soon, I will maybe hit you up. I'm not really big on free food. I got it, I'm cool. But there is a place called Kalima Burger across the street that is pretty decent, by the way. Anyways, it was a shit show, right? But I got to say what's up real quick to Daniel Wu. He's a famous actor. He's definitely a very famous Chinese actor. And to Sean Lee from the Purist Group. Sean and Daniel Wu, they're both very active. I mean, I could say they're activists when it comes to this shit in that space, in the Asian hate space and everything, or the Stop Asian Hate space. And if you're listening to my show for the very first time, then please go back and catch up to hear the episodes about when this Asian hate shit started, and so you can see where I stand. Now, if you know me and you've been following me for a long time, then don't worry about it because you know where I stand with Asians, okay? But there's just fucking crazy there. Anyways, I'm thinking about getting a a 991.2 GT3RS. There's a 991 GT3RS, but then the point 2 had a little light upgrade and then also had a little bit extra horsepower. But it's just something I really want, just to have fun. You know what I mean? Like to, for the weekends, go to fucking Angeles Crest, Malibu, for events like this, so I can just drive and have fun without the stress of fucking up $1 million car. Like having a car that's not fast enough, it sucks. Like I've been in my GT3RS and whooped everyone's ass, and then you get to the straightaway and you pull up next to a fucking hypercar and you're like, all right, dog, like I got nothing for you, bro, and you're going as fast as you can. But the thing is, you could handle it. You feel solid. You feel so calm when you're doing this shit, right? But when you're going over 120 miles per hour and you're doing that, you're not doing those straightaways, look, it becomes all skill and it becomes all driver at that point, okay? And getting in a GT3RS makes you an instant track star. I'm telling you right now. I'm not big on the GT3, but the GT3RS is a different type of shit, okay? Anyways, this was definitely the best Quickstrike ever. Fucking ever. The only other time that came close was when I was racing the motherfuckers in my white GT3RS, KTown Destroyer, and I made this one homie in his Porsche. His engine exploded, and the Aventador went on fire, and me and this dude, Chemical Method, we got into a battle, and he took me out because he was a 918, but we were going crazy. The best part about this weekend is nobody got hurt. Nobody got into an accident. I think Gigi, she had some minor transmission issues in her 720, which, by the way, is no fucking surprise, right? 720s are faster than shit, but they fuck up, and there's so many problems, and they're so sensitive, man. These cars are crazy, by the way. You know what? But she pulled up still pretty fast, even having to fucking pull over and restart her shit and everything. By the way, I got to give this girl props, like for real. My boy Coco did get pulled over on the way home. It was crazy because I saw the cop behind me, saw the cop on the side, and I said, look, I know how the CHP works. And I told Mike, I was like, check this out. In about 30, 60 seconds, this cop is going to start driving and fucking pull up, because it was a gang exotics, right? We were just trying to chill, and we started getting crazy on the roads. And then we slowed down to like 65, 70, which was almost the flow of traffic, right? He wouldn't fucking know because he didn't see us from the back. But he was like 3 or 4 cars behind me, and I said, I see this motherfucker. Okay, it's cool. And then I never rocked plates. I had a platinum plates forever. And now they're pulling people over for no fucking, we don't give a fuck. Even through COVID, whatever, they're just, for the last year now, LA finally is pulling people over for having plates on their cars, right? And I got away with it for 20 years. So my boy Coco got pulled over for not having, he had dealer plates on. And the cop asked him if he was racing. Like, what kind of stupid ass question is that, right? It's the dumbest fucking question I've heard in my entire life. But anyways, that was it. No drama, no big deal. And like I said, I was just trying to chill when I went home. I was like, oh, fuck. Navigation said 51 minutes, right? It was actually an hour. But, I was like, look, I ain't tripping. But then, some dudes in Bowden plates again and more Lambos pulled up and they passed me. So I was like, all right, fuckers. Y'all want to dance? Okay, I'm a Chris Brown in this bitch, all right? You know what I'm saying? But look at, anyways, thank you to everyone who came out. I got mobbed by a lot of people. So I'm sorry if I didn't give you guys enough time to talk and everything and chill and whatever. But I was just trying to just really just chill, kick back and talk to some of my new friends. But you know what, man? Shout out to Pandemic Proof 19. I think it's 19. I hope I didn't get that wrong, right? He blessed me with some PPE. Early in the pandemic, he blessed me with some PPE and shit, some N95 masks and everything else. Look, bro, I wasn't stressed, homie. I just had a few hundred people that were trying to give me COVID-21. All right. All right. But yo, we good, G. And I know you're day one BTB Army. But yo, so anyways, look, get a little dry mouth real quick. So anyways, let's cut to a quick Lakey Lake break. And then we're going to get into these fan questions. And there's a lot of fan questions. Yo, Miles, hit me with some LL, bro. What up, y'all? So this is the part of the show we do once a month. Sometimes we slack off. It's like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, but stuff. But once a month, I let the fans, the listeners, you guys, interview me. Okay. You guys can ask me anything you want. Okay. So anyways, let's get started. All right. Brave187 writes, old school foreign. Hey, Ben, let me start off by saying thank you for getting into podcasting. Congratulations on all your success with the show and everything else you have going on. I wanted to ask you if you've noticed a lot of older cars are starting to become popular again, like the E30 BMWs, etc. I was wondering if you would consider owning an old school whip, even though you already have the best of the best. I heard you talk about an RX-3 one time, and that's one of my favorite cars back in the 90s. I had a 71 RX-2. I wish I kept it. Anyways, thanks for being you, homie. Much love. Yeah, you know what? I was talking with Sung this weekend, Sung Kang, about getting an RX-3 or RX-2. Hard to fucking find. You know, I'm down to pay some money. You know, I thought about a Hakusuka, but it's just like I had one. It just wasn't man, it just ain't for me, man. And he even said, he's like, yo, bro, that's not for you. I thought about a 240, you know. Sung has a really dope ass Z. He's about to get it ready, and we're gonna go out. Now, I would love to do like an old school. You know, I had that E30 Vert project. Wasn't an M3. It was just E30 just Vert. I was gonna and just maybe that might work because at least it's kind of like but they drive like shit. So I mean, in a perfect world, I'd love an RX-3, RX-2, or maybe a 510. All right. By the way, guys, for those of you listening for the first time or whatever, or the first time you're hearing fan questions. Just so you know, I answer these on the fly, like freestyle. I don't see this shit. Jordan gives them to me, and that's it. Okay. FaZe writes, videos not playing. Hey, Ben, it's Angel. Love your podcast and was wondering if you're going to have any more FaZe members on your podcast, like FaZe Rug. Much love from Houston. You know what, man? I should have Rug on the show. That's a good homie of mine, man. That's my little homie. You already know I'm FaZe Clan since 2017. They brought me in as an honorary member. Yeah, definitely. You know what? I definitely have my boy on. That's a good idea. Yo, Jordan, do me a favor, man. Mark that down. Let's get FaZe on. Peace Prosper writes, DJ AM. Can you recall a moment AM was the happiest? Honestly, when AM was fat, he was happy here and there, and he started blowing up, and then he hated looking at himself. He got gastric bypass surgery to, which is like beyond lipo, right? Like to get rid of like 150, 200 pounds. And, when he got rid of the weight and then he was really successful still, he's blowing up and he's skinny. He's like cool. He's got like cool haircut and everything, boom. And then he started dating Nicole Richie and he was like really happy. And then when he got engaged, that was probably the happiest I ever seen AM at that moment. Like he was fucking like solid as a motherfucker. Definitely 100%. Nico818 writes, One Blood music video. Because I just noticed you were in the game, One Blood video. Did Dre feel any way about you being in that? Any crazy stories from your perspective during that beef, especially because you know both sides? To tell you the truth, man, that was a time where I wasn't talking to Dre at all whatsoever. We had no contact, no nothing. Right? Game, he had his issues with Dre and everything. To tell you the truth, man, like this definitely ain't the platform I need to speak about that on. But, there was a point in time where I was down Black Wall Street very heavy. I'm sure some of you guys remember that. I still got my Black Wall Street chain and I was deep with it. Me and Game still talk actually quite a bit. And it was a weird thing, man. People get in it with Dre, whatever, boom, I don't know, man. And plus, fuck Game, sold 5 million records, so it is what it is. That's the best answer I could give you, yo. Matt Hipke writes, fan question. Matt Hipke here from the 206, Go Seahawks. Just wanted to ask your opinion on what I should do right now as an 18-year-old trying to get through college with no debt. And how would you get through college with no debt? Also, shout out to my Seattle Seahawks podcast at chalk.talk1 on Instagram. Oh, shit, you got a Seattle Seahawks podcast? Okay, got to check that out. So, Matt, look, man. How would you get through college without no debt? Well, I don't know what school. You go to UW? Like, where do you go to school? Tuition's a big fucking, factor. You could have $7,000 a semester. It could be $50,000 a semester. I don't know what the fuck your tuition is like, right? Now, obviously, a job would help. But, I mean, to be completely honest, I don't know what you're working with. I don't know if you have $500, if you have $10,000, if you have $3,000. You need to give me more context next time when you ask a question like this. But, obviously, there's some guys who got into Dogecoin with, pretty little money. They got in a little early. Young guys. And, they had to, and they invested, about $1,000. And, these guys had close to, they had almost 400 or maybe they had definitely over 250,000 shares of Doge. And if you think about it, if this hits $1, then, that would pay for tuition for probably 4 years, depending on where they go to school. So, I don't know the rest of it, but you got to be a little more detailed, man. And congrats on your podcast, bro. Gustavo DLR writes, how do you handle relationships and friendships with the parents of kids that you are friends with? If you don't like someone, but your kids are friends with their kids, do you let them hang out? Oh, man. That's a good question. So, Gustavo, I'll be real with you. When it comes to my kids' friends, I don't try to get too close with any of their parents, okay? I keep very chill. We invite them to the house for different things here and there, but I keep it real chill. I don't necessarily keep it PC, but I keep it very, very vague, very chill, and we just keep it real. I don't use the word PC because, some of my kids' friends, parents are Trump supporters, right? And shit, you already know the situation. I mean, Trump's fucking campaign manager is my friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the fuck do you do? That's a tough one. And I did that from jump. I've had issues before with other people when I only had London. And that's a tough one. Like me and Nick Diamond never fell out, but like it got a little weird between him and his baby moms. So London wasn't really friends with Nick's kid that much. It was a weird thing, right? So my suggestion is, I know it sounds crazy, right? But like, if they're your friends to start with, and then they have kids that your friends are kids with, I'm saying your kids and their kids are friends but you guys are friends first. That's a different story, That's a tough one too, depending on how close they get, But you gotta just keep that shit. You gotta look at what's best for the kids. That's the strongest, best advice I can give you. Muttmain writes, so dope. What's good, Ben? Do you know anything about the crypto Cardano ADA? If you would you be able to talk about it on your show, possibly IG or Twitter? Appreciate it. I've actually been hearing about Cardano, but I don't know shit about it. So I'm just going to straight up, that's it. Boom. Like I have no problem with telling you I don't know. There's so many fucking coins out here right now. Purple Mongoose 11 writes, really enjoyed the podcast so far. Question, as someone who really enjoys hearing multiple perspectives, have you ever considered having someone who doesn't agree on cryptocurrency's value on the podcast for an interview? Example, Peter Schiff, Nouriel Roubini, etc. Someone along those lines. I would love to hear back and forth between you and someone like them. I would love to fucking have Bill Maher on the show. 1, very smart dude. 2, definitely has different fucking views on certain things. I think his religious views are fucking amazing. Did a movie called Religulous. It is fucking phenomenal. His comedy is pretty fucking good. Crypto shit, he's a fucking idiot, period. Would love to have him on there. Peter Schiff, I've heard the name before. The other dude I don't. You know what, man? Why don't you guys write these people who don't like crypto and get them to come on the show, and I'll fucking have Jordan or Miles book them. I am fucking game. Juan E. Martinez writes, North Noah from Hollywood, California. Hey, Ben, I wanted to ask you if you could deep dive into startups in one of your episodes, maybe give your input, and also have guests that can talk about how startups generally work and how to build a startup, and most importantly, funding. How do the shares work and how do their values change over time depending on the investors, etc.? I know all startups are different, but it would be interesting to get some insight on a tech app startup and its journey on how to survive. Sometimes even the best ideas don't make it. Do you know anyone in mind willing to share their journey, or even someone who's already established like Jack Dorsey? Much love to you and your family. I actually know a few people. Funny you say that. Jack Dorsey, aka the CEO of Twitter. He follows me now on Twitter. And, he's friends with my boy Rich Kleiman, who's been on the show. When it comes to startups, I think Matt Belinsky, if you haven't heard that episode yet of me and Matt Belinsky, the only thing that sucked about that was during the time that my internet was going out. If you guys remember, it was really fucking bad. I had no internet for like a couple weeks. It was really, really, really fucking bad. All right. Matt Belinsky, he specializes in startups and things like that. That's what he does. So you know what? The funny thing, you say that. I should have Matt back on. And if you can, ping Matt Belinsky on Twitter or on Instagram. It's Matt, this is his name, Matt, Bilinsky. Hit him up and be like, hey, listen, I want you to get back on the show. I just talked to him last week too. He would definitely get on it. He could break it down. I mean, I know the gist of it, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously I had shares and invested in stuff, in startups and stuff and things that didn't happen. And I was involved in an app, that social media app that didn't happen during my, like, having this podcast. So I could break it all down. But yeah, it's crazy how the shares and then this shares and all this other shit, it gets confusing for sure. Jesse Singh 21, episode 171 podcast fan question. Hey Ben, I read somewhere you source some of the diamonds used from India. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know quite a bit of diamonds and gold comes from India. India has the world's biggest protest going on currently. Has that affected the gold or diamond market? Being Punjabi, I know a lot of people affected by this protest and what's going on. It's not good at all. Much love and wish you the best always, Jesse. Jesse, I do definitely source a lot of diamonds from India. I did not know about a protest going on. I do know that COVID is taking over and fucking up shit over there, and my prayers and blessings going to you, to all the people out there. Gold is gold. It's been high this entire pandemic. As far as diamonds have gone up, a little bit here and there. I have not had an issue necessarily yet. It has not affected me at all. But, India has a very, 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 well, a lot of diamonds are cut in India. So it's kind of, but, as far as the source, they come from other places. Shubi writes, big fan with question. Hey, Ben, big fan, day one listener. I was wondering, what are some of your favorite Korean artists' songs? I grew up listening to Kim Gun-mo while living in Seoul. To be completely honest with you, I don't fuck with Korean music. Jay Park would probably be the only person. Oh, Jessica O. Jessie Ho. Her and fucking Jay Park and maybe a little bit of Jackson Wang. I really don't listen to Korean music like that. I just don't. It ain't really. I fuck with the Korean culture, but the music ain't really my thing, man. KYA Mike, or I think Kaya MKE, I don't know. How to block out limiting beliefs. Hi, I'm Kaya from Milwaukee, pronounced like your daughter's name. Oh, that's right. Okay. I look forward to the free game and entertainment your pod brings every week. My question for you is, how do you deal limiting beliefs, self-doubt? I am trying to quit my 9-to-5 and start a brand, continue working on my catering business, and publish a book of my poetry. At times, I can ignore the limiting beliefs, but others, I feel like my effort leaves me at a standstill. Any advice on how to block out the negative noise and keep my eyes on the prize would be so much appreciated. Much love, Kaya. P.S. would definitely invest in mentorship with you that you posted about recently, so keep us posted. All right. Look, bro, you don't want to quit a 9-to-5 unless you have a nest egg. Okay. Do you have a nest egg? If you do, all right, what kind of brand do you want to start? Now, you're talking about starting a brand and then continue working on a catering business. All right, bro, you're trying to do too much shit right now, fam. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You want to start the brand? All right, cool. If that gets successful, not like kind of semi and like, it's synchronizing and getting it going, then start your fucking, no. Where is your bread coming from? All right. Find that out first. If you actually have the time, because I don't know how the fuck you have a 9-to-5 and you do a catering on the side. I mean, God bless you. Okay. But you need to figure out where the money comes from first. Now, again, your passion will take over anything. If you're not happy doing your 9-to-5, I mean, shit, bro, you got to think about, do you have kids? Are you married? Do you have any responsibilities? These are a lot of things you got to look at. And it sucks for people who do have these things because you're like, yo, I'm stuck in this bubble. Look, fuck everyone and all the negative noise that you don't need to hear none of that shit. Like, wear some motherfucking earplugs. If it's something different, don't read shit. Don't talk to nobody. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyone that can hate on your energy, don't pay attention to them. Don't look at no text messages. Don't answer your phone. None of that shit. Go watch your movies or whatever and do your work. But I suggest before you start a brand, research what it is about that brand, and think about what you want to do. Now, look, I don't like people going up to bat and striking out. That's just not something, where I'm at right now. I have a lot of resources. I don't know what your resources look like. Okay. If you're saying continuing working on a catering business, sounds like that business is doing okay. Now, if you push, catering, is especially, everyone needs caterers, so, that sounds like something good. Now, publishing a book, shit, find someone who's down to publish it, and write little bits here and there. And you could do that on the side for sure. But, again, man, don't anybody that has some negative shit to say. Now, sometimes there could be constructive criticism, but it sounds like you're in a very early stage of business and you're not super fluent in business yet. So look, if you're doubting yourself, bro, stay at that 9 to 5, dog. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Until you figure out that it's time. And you seems like you're doing a 9 to 5. You're probably dabbling with the catering. If the catering is cracking, then, fuck it. Focus on catering. And then maybe that could start into something else. But I don't know what kind of brand you're trying to start. So that's the best advice I can give you. All right? God bless, Kaya. Cheeseburgers writes, I got 3 different questions. Hey, Ben, I have 3 totally different questions. First one being, I have been learning some talk about Curry going to the Lakers. I'm from KC, but I grew up a Lakers fan all my life. What do you think will happen? Curry who? I know you ain't talking about Steph. And I know you ain't talking about Seth. I don't really think you're talking about, look, bro, listen, let me say something right now. Ain't no motherfucking way Steph Curry is coming to the Lakers. He's not. He's just, not only is he just not going to come here, he's super dedicated to the Warriors. I know that for a fact. And he's in the Bay for the rest of his life, man. His kids are going to be in the best. I mean, he's Bay for life. Okay. You write, second, I grew up around Korean people for all of my high school and was able to learn a lot. Would you ever go into detail about your experience going to the only North Korean embassy on the planet? Did I not really get into that in the KTown Hustler series? I didn't talk about that in the. I think you should listen to the first KTown Hustler series. I'm almost positive I do talk about that. If not, that's something I should address. Because that North Korean embassy in East Berlin was fucking crazy. Obviously, there is no more East Berlin. The wall came down. But yeah, that's some shit. Third is really not a question. I just want to know how we, BTB Army, could help and support this fight against Asian hate. Being black and loving Korean culture, I was curious, is there anything you're working on, etc.? I personally am not working on anything. You could follow somebody like China Mac or these other pages. But you know what? That's fucking dope that you are. Kansas City's a dope-ass little area. I've had some good experiences there. No, man, honestly, bro, just spreading the word and saying, man, I've grown up a bunch of Korean people, and we need to be more progressive and just unify and we're all good. And just saying, the media is trying to fucking put us against each other and all that. You can spread that good word to one person, that person can spread it to another person, and you keep going and it catches like wildfire. Guess what, bro? We stopped this hate Asian movement, all right? Love, bro. John 51376, how to get a sports agency. Yo, Ben, what's up? First of all, I'd like to say congratulations on all your success on the podcast. I've been listening to it since episode 1. I've enjoyed every minute of it. You guys even followed me on my original Twitter, but I deleted the account. Anyways, though, I am just wondering, do you have any advice on people interested in sports management and entertainment management? I'm sure a lot of it just networking and meeting the right connects, but what about school or anything? I appreciate it, man. Keep striving and prospering. Love to you and the Dust Brothers. Well, as far as my sport, I'm signed to a sports agency, right? You know what? It's a very good idea. No one's ever asked this before. But I need to have my agent. I have 2 agents, Matt Davis and Eric Eways. I met Eric on Nike Talk. So fucking crazy because Eric Eways had a GIA degree and was in jewelry for a little bit. He's just a hustler. I wonder, you know what? Eric is well-versed in everything. He'd be a good talk. He listens to the show. I think Matt might be the one who Matt is fucking... My agent, Matt, he's very much a fucking agent. I think that he might be the person that, by the way, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see I follow Matt Davis, Matt M. Davis, and then Eric Eways. You might want to DM them. But, I should get them on the show regardless. We could talk about it and see how they got into it and everything. They're really good. Obviously, they represent some enormous people in the game. Raziel Baraza writes David Cho. Yo, Ben, I think you should get David Cho on the podcast. I feel like you guys have hit it off. Salute. David and I grew up, in the same neighborhood. We know each other. He's a weird motherfucker, and so am I. But, he cashed in at 100 M's, $100 million off Facebook, moved to an island. I think he has a podcast too. Weird dude. I seen him at Tot not that long ago with no shoes on. This motherfucker's crazy, bro. Good for him. I would like to have David on. I don't know what we talk about really, but, I'd be down if you guys, I don't know if you guys want to have David Cho on the show. Message him. I'm sure he's checks his fucking Facebook and his Instagram, whatever it is. Afal a Falcon Salmon, bro. All right, bro. Crazy fucking name. Fan question. Uncle Ben, what are your plans with the internship you mentioned? I have already emailed the email you gave us for the internship. I truly think I'd be a good candidate. It would truly change my life. It's good to see you doing even more to give back to your listeners. Much love. Damian Hernandez from Portland, Oregon. Yo, Damian, I have filled that paid internship up. So we got to wait till the next one goes, right? And so far, this person hasn't even started yet because they're going to move out here. But yo, keep checking and thank you for support, bro. It's BFTW, crypto wallet, hashtag ask Ben. Hey Ben, been a part of the BTB Army since day one. My question is, what wallet do you use to store your crypto? Do you use a hardware or software wallet? Me personally, I'm thinking about getting a Ledger Nano X, but I was wondering if you had any suggestions or what you were using. Thank you in advance and keep up the good work. Honestly, bro, with Coinbase, I was just using Coinbase, right? But then, I don't mind. So I don't use a, I don't have a hard drive that's keeping my crypto wallet. But I noticed that the crypto wallet is actually pretty good. Crypto.com app, even though I talk shit because some bullshit happened, which was more so my assistant's fault, not mine. The wallet's actually pretty good. I've done a lot of transfers. I've probably done maybe 30 transfers, which is quite a bit. Trust Wallet's pretty good. Not bad. I'm not mad at it. But I'm really happy with Crypto.com because I've sold $600,000 in Bitcoin from it. Robinhood shit fucking sucks. I'm not going to get into that right now. But Crypto.com wallet is pretty decent. There's a fiat wallet in there. There's crypto wallet. Again, I've transferred stuff from Ethereum to Doge, Tether, you name it, everything. It's pretty seamless. And after I really fuck with it, it was actually honestly a better experience than Coinbase. And there are a lot more perks and better rates and everything. Holy shit, there's a lot of questions left. California Cal. I guess that's like a thing for California. California Cal, damn dude podcast. What's good, Ben? I'm a big fan of yours and the show. I'm 25 episodes into my own podcast. I'm curious, do you have any ideas on how to take owning masters of podcast episodes and making them as valuable as records and have them sold like albums? I feel like there's so much potential and room for this space to grow. I feel like anything is possible. Hope to be able to link interview with you someday. I'm coming at a Dago. Also, thanks for speaking up on behalf of the Asian community the way you do. Hella respect, Ben. Much love, OG. There is. I own 100% of my episodes, right? Well, actually, me and the Dust Brothers do, but we did this, in a partnership, and there's no qualms about it at all whatsoever. It's a beautiful relationship I have, but we own it independently, in our own. We're not with iHeartRadio. We're not with Podcast One. We're not with Wondery. And, we will do a deal soon. And, reason being is I want to get bigger distribution, right? A lot of these people, they went to bigger shows, blah, blah, whatever. They started big and then they went independent. Right now, as well as the show's doing, we definitely are almost at a peak, kind of hitting the apex. So, there is potential for sure. There's owning podcasts and stuff and bringing shit over. I've seen it with Joe Rogan and everything else. There's money for sure, and right now I'm just, even though I'm 180 episodes in, I'm not there yet to where it's but we're getting there. We still make good money off this. And you're right. It's like publishing. June Guerra, best global stunner. Yo, Ben, what's up? Been with you since the mid-90s and always respected your game. Lost touch in the late 90s to Tila days. Found you again on the pod. Since both of us are the same age, would you have another child right now with everything going on in the world and the expense? Another mouth adds to the bottom line. Much love and respect, Hung. You got me by 4 months. Fuck, now I'm curious. It's crazy. Late 90s to the Tila days. That's crazy. Would I have another kid? No. I can't. I got fixed. One. If I wasn't fixed, would I have a kid? Fuck no. Not about money. It's just really, goddamn, bro. It is a lot, like especially during the pandemic, when you can't really have help in the house and stuff. Didn't have the parents around or anything. It's just really, really crazy. Like in short, no. In long, fuck no. So that's about as best as I could give it to you. HTX Rob 713, Ben Ball did many things. Hey Ben, I've been listening to your podcast since last year summer during the pandemic. It really got me back on my feet after I lost my job. Your words on hustle helped me start a business and haven't looked back since. Thanks. I wanted to ask you, what public resources do you use to get your financial advice on investing from? I know you're not a financial advisor, but curious about crypto and would like to know more about it. Bro, man, when you start deep diving into crypto, the only problem is, man, you're going to have skeptics all over the place here and there. And a lot of people I listened for advice from in the beginning when I was, fucking with crypto in 2012 and 13, all those guys have said, don't fucking touch Doge. Now, again, if I lose my money from Doge, check this out. I'd lose $2,500, right? That my initial investment. And then, I obviously invested, more money because I bought 100,000 coins, then I bought another 100,000 coins, right? But really, you have to study why crypto is made, how it is. Cryptocurrency is hyped, right? So the more hype there is, the better that it does. And then you have to look at, obviously, market cap is important to a certain extent. With Doge, it did its different thing. It serves a different purpose. And people are like, what purpose is that? Because it's just, there's unlimited supply, blah, blah, whatever. Man, look, dog, we're a family. We're an army. For real. And we've done something that no one else is trying to do. And now there's altcoins, there's Elongate, there's all this other shit and everything, right? And people are like at a fucking 0.00009, and then they fucking buy, and then they buy a shitload of coins, and then it goes up, a little bit, and they make 20 grand here and there, then they get out. It's just, that type of shit gets dangerous as fuck. And I did that with SafeMoon, and I lost. So there's not really any public resource. One of my best friends, Paul, his cousin is a digital coin manager. So, he just really helped me out a lot. He got me really, really, really like fluent in it. And there's still so much I don't know, But anyways, thanks for the question. Oh, Charles from AZ NYC. Yo, what up, young? Day one listener. Quick 2 questions. If Hollywood eventually made a biopic of you, who would you want to play you? Who would be your ideal director, film style for it? A Tarantino Ben Baller biopic film would be lit. Haha. Who would you want involved from a production perspective? Any Keith Ape stories? Would you ever have him on the pod? Appreciate the free game. If Hollywood made a biopic on me, who would I want to play me? I think a younger me, maybe Jay Park. But the thing is, I don't know, man. Jay's a little too handsome. You know what I'm saying? Would he shave his head? I don't think that would work. There's this Asian dude named Louis Tan. I think he would definitely be a good role. Like he's a little light, but it's fine. I think he would be perfect. I don't think I'd want Tarantino to direct the film. Antoine Fuqua would be someone dope. I'm trying to think, man. Fincher would be dope. I'd want someone more artistic, man. A little bit more gritty. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, shit. Tarantino's gritty. It just, I don't know, man. Me and Tarantino I love watching the movies. I just went for a biopic. I don't know, man. It wouldn't really. But Fuqua, Fincher. Tony Scott would be fucking amazing, but at the same time, I don't know if that's really like for that. Yeah, no, I think Fincher or Fuqua. As far as production perspective, I don't know, man. That's really nothing, but it would be crazy. Keith Ape, I don't have any stories. I don't really know, dude. I think I might have met him once. He dated my homie Kim Lee for a little bit. He said some crazy shit the other day, or like not that long ago, like in the last month or two. He said he wanted to kill himself, or he was going to die, or he said he had cancer, he had terminal cancer, some crazy shit. I don't know, man. Dude is a little off, man. I know. Tell you the truth, I don't think I want him on the pod. I don't really fuck with dudes who say they want to kill themselves. That's not really my thing. And even if it would help some other people, like that's just not my thing. Like, bro, that's me and him. Even if I don't rock with somebody, they could be on the show, but this is like that's off limits, man. I can't really rock with dude. But thank you, Charles. Nikki0325 writes, fan question, sub-band, listen to your episodes since 100. I hear your monikers every episode and don't know the meaning of them. Maybe go over a handful of them. All right. The Korean John Cusack is because people say I look like John Cusack. People have said it, and so they're like, yo, you look like John Cusack. He is a very famous actor from the 80s and 90s. Still does some movies here and there. Super activist from Chicago. Cool dude, whatever. Korean Liam Neeson is because I love the movie Taken so much. and he's an old man with a daughter, and he just fucks people up and just fucks motherfuckers up, even though he's old. He's whooping ass, and that's why I created Liam Neeson. The Odesu is a fictional character, old boy, from the movie Old Boy, and this guy went to jail, but it was a fake jail. He was imprisoned by a very rich person, and he just went crazy, tried to get his revenge, but he got played. It was fucking nuts. It was fucking crazy ass shit. The Forrest Gump of hip hop, obviously, I've been in so many different positions, from being around Tupac and Drake, Jay-Z, you name it, boom. And I'm just always in the room somehow, whether I'm being a fly or being, in direct action. Korean Alex Caruso, I say that because Alex Caruso has a really bad hairline, and so do I. What other monikers are there? John McCall is Denzel Washington from, aka Crazy Bear, from the movie Man on Fire. Just a lot of fictional characters and stuff. It's it's funny who these are. You should just Google them, man. It's crazy, and how they relate to me, I guess. Though, yeah. Margate Hack, I guess. Kyler Murray, FaZe Clan. What are your thoughts on FaZe Clan drafting Kyler Murray? I'm a diehard Niners fan, and you rock with Seattle, so I gotta know your thoughts, bro. It's video games, dog. I don't know. The video games, kind of don't really trip. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyler's, they got Ben Simmons and shit, and they got Offset and people, and I'm friends with Ben Simmons, so it's different. And Kyler's cool, I know he's an NFC West and he's an AZ Cardinal, but I'm cool with dude. He's fucking super talented. He's cool. I haven't met him. Obviously he got the Snickers chain, but shit, I'm FaZe Clan, so it's all love, man. RJ Han writes, love the podcast. What's your favorite candy? Damn, man. That's a tough one. I love Reese's Cups, and London and Ryder are highly allergic to peanuts, like anaphylactic levels. So that's tough. Gummy colas are definitely my favorite fucking candy in the entire world. Good question, man. Dean O writes, Danny from Poughkeepsie. No idea what the fuck that is. What's up, Ben? Day one listener for a number of episodes. You hinted at a possible Heckler and Koch project. I can't remember which section of the episode you mentioned this in, but I'm sure you did speak quickly on something of the sort. So I just want to know if anything came of it, or if that project has already came and went. It has not. It is something that I have slacked big fucking time on, and it is a limited edition gun with HK that I was supposed to do, and I feel fucking bad. They haven't reached out about it, but it could happen as soon as I could get on it. I just got so fucking busy. And then Project 70, Project 2020, all the shit that I got going on, it just kind of sucks because put it on the back burner, and that was like a legendary fucking thing. Should have did it. Bay Area 650 question, what up, Ben? Should I sell some Tesla stock to remodel my house? Fuck, man. I don't know how much Tesla stock you have, If it's a small percentage of your Tesla stock, yeah, sure, why not? Because, remodeling your house is a big deal, man. It brings more value to a real legit item, a real asset, Now, if it's over half or even close to half, I don't know, because Tesla stock has gone so fucking well. It's done so well for Paul, from a little, pretty good for me, but it's made millions for my best friend Paul. It really depends on how much, but I mean, if it's not a whole lot and it's definitely not a majority, sure, man. It's why not? Especially if you got in early too. Gorilla Will 86 writes, Ben Baller, I've been a fan of yours for many years. I could ask tons of questions about jewelry or the rap game, shoe game, or car questions. My question is, how hard was it to transition from street Ben Baller to the father Ben Baller? I think a podcast describing the trails of the old school ways of parenting to the today realm we all go through will be a great episode. It's pretty hard. I'm still transitioning now. Me and my wife have conversations about it in the morning, and we talk about it. And yeah, it's no joke, because I still think about, again, like with this Quickstrike, getting in the car and driving real fast is, jeopardizes my life. And, she worries about me coming home and not coming home. Me getting in arguments with people on the streets, which I've learned to get better with, me being around gang members, which have chilled out on and stuff. And, one of my G homies, real gangster, real OG gangster, he's not that much younger than me. He said some shit. He's like, yo, once you have kids, you should, put down your flag. And I was like, damn, bro, that was fucking real. I can't believe you just said that. Like, being a real Crip, saying that's crazy. I agree with it. I think that's dope. You know what? Put your kids in the crossfire, right? It's a real crazy way of thinking. So yeah, it's a lot. And definitely a good episode for the podcast. And I appreciate your question, Gorilla Will. Johnny Jack P, gun shop and gun range. Brother Ben, would you consider owning a gun shop and gun range? I sent you a gift box for you and your family. It contains a 365 holder and multicam and HK VP9 holster and multicam black. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Chiropractor in Tustin, John Park. John, I did get that. My VP9 holster, I do not use a holster for the VP9. That is the Canon for the RV. So when a motherfucker comes out, yeah, it is kind of like in like a custom little enclosure, but I did get it. Beautiful. If I do decide to carry it, I don't carry a gun that big. The P365 holster is very nice. It's very good. I wear a lot of shorts and loose pants, so it's not really active for that. I do appreciate the gifts too. The bottle opener and the little mini desk vacuum, all those things are great. The P365 holster though, when I'm wearing something with like pants with a belt, gravy, all good. By the way, John, I know you were far as fuck, and I'm rarely ever in OC anymore because my office is gone there. I need to see a chiropractor fucking ASAP, bro. Like really, really bad, bro. Shit, help me, man. 282638VB writes, question, day one listener, I know a lot of vehicles you keep a secret, but I want to know about that CVO Road Glide you were talking about. Was the timing all bad, or do you plan on getting it in the future? Man, bro, there's been 2 or 3 times where I really got serious about getting a Road Glide, thought about getting a Road King, and then I even thought about, it's like, fuck it, was just really, really getting serious with it. And the more I think about it now, it's just not going to happen right now. Could it happen next year? It really could. I could only think about what's going to happen this year. And this year, I don't foresee me jumping on a Road Glide. But who knows? My life is so fucking sporadic and all kinds of crazy shit. Most of my cocky riders, family, they're on hogs now. So, I did see a couple that really was like, damn, man, the beat, everything was dope and everything. Fuck, man, I got so much going on, man. And my kids are just in development stages, so it's real tough. But, it's definitely something I definitely want to do. The crazy part is that I could obviously afford one. It just sucks I don't have the time for it. Alan the Painter writes, episode 180 question. Yo, Ben, what's up? Hope all is well. I wanted to say by begin thanking you, as hearing you got me to hop on the Dogecoin fam, and now my initial investment has almost tripled. Many thanks for that as well. It's dope to finally hear someone that watches F1. It's hard to come across fans of the sport here in the States. As a painting contractor, with being halfway through completing my 3rd year in business here in SoCal, I'm always looking for ways to further my growth. My question is that I'd like to know if once this pandemic craziness is over, if you'd be interested in me painting 1 or 2 bedrooms for free to display the kind of work I do. It may be a long shot, but I figured the worst response I may get is a no. Thanks again, Ben. What's funny is I decided to completely fucking redecorate the living room. And there's this wall plaster, like I forgot what it's called. It's not wallpaper, but it's like those fuck, I can't think of the word. I don't want to fuck up the show. But it looks like, where it's textured wallpaper, and it looks like, like your wall looks like it's like there's like texture on it, right? But I don't know, there's not many rooms I could think of that you'd paint. My daughter's room is pink. The boy's room has 25-foot ceiling, so I don't know, it's just crazy. And the master bedroom has wallpaper. I don't know, man. I'd be down. I really would, Alan. I really would be down. I just have to think of what room would you paint. Would you paint my office maybe? I don't know. I have to think about it. But that is something I am very, very up for. And thank you for offering. And I'm not saying no for sure. I'm down. I just need to figure out what room it'd be. Last question is from 632013, and it's Kicks. I heard you mention that you made your first million hustling shoes. I also Kicks now, but I haven't been able to grab them in mass quantities to make some real paper. How did you do it? way back in 2001, 2002, 2003, it was way easier. Now, it's a whole different level. So like, let's say a shoe drops, okay? Just to give you an idea, if you want to get a big grab and this shoe is going to do well. And when I say, you just know. Like, that fragment Jordan 1s are going to do fucking crazy, okay? And if you could find a store that will work with you, I know this is terrible. This is like fucking such a shitty thing to do. But let's say the shoes are going to retail for $225, okay? Let's say the retail value is $1,300, okay? Offer them, the resale value is $1,300, right? Offer them fucking $800-900. They're making fucking 7-8 times their profit, telling you to buy the whole entire fucking stock. You got to do that, man. And pretty much, yeah, there's a slight risk, but people buying trophy rooms for $1,000 a pair and selling for $2,000. So think if they got 1,000 pairs, okay. Listen here, and it's terrible I'm saying this, but I'm just being honest with you. They got 1,000 fucking pairs, and they sold them for $1,000 profit. Okay, so if you think about that, they made $1 million off of that deal right there. But you got to have money to do that. So you just got to figure out people who have access to Jordan 1s, and you got to pay almost top dollar, and then minus like a couple $100 on there, depending on what it is. If the shoe that's going for $500 on the streets and they sell for $200, yeah, you might have to only make $100 or whatever. But if you're doing mass quantities of them, you're gonna make a lot of money. Like honestly, if you could buy 100 pairs of something, and flip those 100 pairs for $100 profit, you have to realize you're making 10 bands. And if you could do that once a month, you make some good money. And that's just the way to do it. You got to offer high, man. It's a shitty way to do it. You can't sit and try to get fucking bots and do all that bullshit. That ain't going to get you mass quantities. It's always backdoor shit. And I know it sounds fucking scummy, but it is what it is. But that is it for fan questions. Yo, I need a motherfucking Pocari sweat bad. We'll be right back with the end of the show. Yo, man, right about now, I got to give a shout out to @DBPicksWin. If you didn't know, the Dust Brothers have been on a roll with their NBA picks. Like I've been telling you, it is some shit that no other sports handicap bettor has even done. Okay, we've got something big rolling out football season, so get in on the ground floor now. DM and follow @DBPicksWin on Instagram to join our community of winners. All right, you can buy individual picks or sign up for the one-time initiation fee that gets you every pick every night, even the playoffs. All right, the Dust Brothers podcast by day, and then they pick winners by night. I'm not fucking around. These guys go 6-0 on a regular basis in a day. It's nuts. They went 6-0. They went 7-0. The next night, they don't fuck around. They're really crushing it. Follow @DBPicksWin. Okay, guys, this is a very special announcement. All right, no joke. I'm being dead serious. For all of you who missed out on my gold products, like my gold money counter, my gold scale, my gold mini fridge, all the exclusive network product, okay? Check the episode notes, all right? Look, wherever you listen to it, there's episode notes. On Apple, you look down, you look at the description, it tells you everything we talked about in this episode. There is going to be a special link. Click on that link to cop those now for retail. There's not a whole lot of stuff, no resale prices, just straight retail. Grab them now before it's too late, okay? These were items that we over-ordered for returns and broken items and everything else, okay? It is a one-time chance for you guys, only for the BTB Army. It is not going to be posted anywhere on social media, anywhere. This link is only good for 24 hours, so please hurry. Do not sleep on this. This is a BTB Army exclusive, y'all. Now, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time, my Ichiro autographs go on sale at bbdtc.com. Remember, the prices are very low now, and that means they will sell out super fast. So do not sleep. Of course, all cards are Beckett certified. My last autograph drop sold out in less than 10 seconds. Okay. Remember, there are only 21 cards total for sale. Okay. 18 BBDTC autos and 3 Ben Baller Autos, priced to move. Also, look out and stay tuned for the NFTs that me and Nick Diamond are dropping very soon. Remember, they come with a tangible item. These are fucking sick. I can't wait to tease these motherfuckers. So anyways, on to crypto real quick. Yes, Ethereum hit $3,029 last night. All right. I didn't check as of this morning. It was still rocking pretty high. That shit sent my coins up into the milli range. It's insane because I only started with 75 bands in Ethereum, right? My mom and my cousins and some of my homies, they all made between $20,000 to $100,000 in a very short time. We're talking about a month, 2 months max. Because I told people to go high on this shit, right? But, for the store, we accept Ethereum, and we have been since it was created. So, look, I can't be mad because I showed the homies love. I let everybody know what's good. By the way, you already know my favorite, Doge. Dogecoin hit 40 cents this weekend too. So I know shit is going to get crazy before Elon's appearance on SNL this week. But listen, something interesting I read, okay? Something quick for the skeptics and all the people in fucking Forbes and NASDAQ and all these fucking haters saying, this has this, blah, blah, whatever, it has no fucking use. Shut the fuck up, okay? Even after the correction, all right, and the dip, Doge made over 1,300 people millionaires, okay? Do you hear that? Even after the major dip that Dogecoin had, and then the correction, over 1,300 people were holding at least $1 million in Dogecoins, okay? So you know what that means? That means hodl. Means fucking hold on, all right? Hold on for dear life, all right? You hear me? Yes, I still think that Doge is going to hit $1. So just have faith, okay? The Doge gang will not let us down. This is the people's currency. This is the people's crypto. Look, HODL. Oh, man. I don't know how many of you guys watched me on the NFL draft day. It was day 2, so it wasn't a crazy part. I don't know, man. I didn't want to get on day 1. Day 2 was still crazy, all right? And it was on their official NFL YouTube channel, I actually was on fucking Zoom with Roger Goodell. It was pretty crazy, right? But I got to go on. I was on Zoom with a couple people, and then one of them was a kicker for the Atlanta Falcons, Young-Hoo Kim. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. I think someone was calling like Young Wei or something. Anyways, look, bro, I'm Korean, all right? And he's Korean, and he's a starting kicker for the Falcons. Motherfuckers would give me shit anytime he missed a kick. They started texting me like, what's up with your boy? Like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. But we became homies and, started following each other on Instagram and all that stuff and everything. But it's pretty cool that the NFL is recognizing me now in just period. I look forward to getting more involved with the NFL. Obviously the Snickers thing broke it open. And of course, my Seahawks. I am trying to get a collaboration with the Seahawks right now. You obviously know I got the Dodgers and Lakers in works right now. But speaking of the draft, the first 5 picks were cool. I watched the entire first round, of course. And I think the Niners, they made a bad choice, but we shall see. All right. I just think Justin Fields would have been the better choice. But speaking of the bitch-ass Niners, I can't even enter Levi's Stadium. Okay, I've been officially notified now, and that they also let me know that they have facial recognition. Okay, but what's crazy? I think they got the wrong Asian. You know what I'm saying? All right, so stop the Asian hate. I want to go to that fucking game so fucking bad. I swear to God, man. But look, as for the Seahawks, and the draft, right? Why the fuck did we draft a wide receiver like for our first pick? Like, we are so deep in the receiver core, like what the fuck? Like we literally have like our receiving, when we got receivers, bro, like what the fuck? Why didn't we like draft more O linemen or D linemen? I know we got a cornerback. I don't even check it out. I don't know, man. I mean, this whole shit's gone crazy, man. I'm just thinking about Aaron Rodgers. Like, what the fuck's going to happen? Is he going to stay? Is he going to not? What the fuck? I'm just waiting for the whole... I can't wait for the season to happen. I want to see what the fuck is going on. I'm going to watch preseason. I don't even give a fuck about preseason. That's how hyped up I am. I'm going to watch fucking preseason, and I'm so hyped to go to the fucking games. Okay, I can't wait for this shit to start. I can't wait to start going. I'm going to the fucking away games. All right, guys. I'm obviously going to see the fucking game at fucking SoFi, which is the greatest fucking stadium in the world. They just have a shitty-ass Ram team. Going to go to AZ. Going to go to fucking Washington, see the Washington Redskins, the fucking Washington football team. My boy Paul will be out there. So it'll be dope to be in the DMV. Watch the Seahawks there. It's going to be lit. All right. Shout out to my boy Jamal Adams, man. My boy Prez. He gave me some advice this weekend because I had some shit going on I can't talk about here. But trying to put me in fucking, try to get me in trouble and shit. Not him, but the Niners. Anyways, yo, my Lakers, they are fucking up. But Braun is back, AD is back, and I feel like they still need to synchronize. You know, they're synchronizing right now, right? It's like when you're downloading a fucking file, and it's like we're at 70%. It's like we're still downloading. Like, I don't know, these two last L's are just fucking with my brain. It's just kind of like, you know, I don't tweet about shit you already know. Like, I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know about this postseason. I kept saying Lakers in 5, right? Lakers in motherfucking 9. There ain't 9 games. No shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, Dodgers been battling out too. They took some tough L's like in the last week or so, whatever, last 2 weeks, right? With that whole San Diego shit was crazy, right? But we went from deep in the roster, right, for the Dodgers. We went from deep to we ain't got nobody. Like SMH, all right? Like, what the fuck? Some weird ass shit, man. And there's people, fuck, I hate becoming friends with somebody that is on the fucking team and they're doing bad. You can't talk about them because they might hear the show and they'll be like, yo, what the fuck, boom. And it's like, well, oh man, I thought you were my homie. Like, I don't know, bro. This is fucked up. Listen, at least yesterday, we tapped that Milwaukee ass. All right, that shit looked like a motherfucking football score. But yo, I am fucking tired. That was the weekend wrap up, guys. Yo, that's all the time I got today. All right, I gave y'all a lot. Okay, please catch up on all the older episodes if you haven't, so that you can be in sync with me and it makes more sense to you. All right, and please tell your friends about this show. Listen, guys, I love you all. All right, I will see you on Thursday, y'all. Yo, Lakey Lake, what's up, bro? All right, fam, take us out of here, bro. Peace, y'all.